Hello, my name is Meredith Kleve, and I'm doing the takeover today. I'm originally from Wayzata, Minnesota, and I'm currently a third-year student at Wisconsin studying real estate and finance. Right now, I am abroad in Copenhagen, Denmark, studying at the Copenhagen School of Business. So I'm excited to take you along with my day, and first stop is my supply chain exam. I'm going to leave the question box, so if you guys have any questions, I will try to get to them after my exam. The language barrier really hasn't been bad. Pretty much everyone speaks English here. Well, they all do speak English. But people start talking to you in Danish, but then you just kind of have to be like, hey, sorry, I only speak English, and then it's totally fine. So definitely come to Denmark if you want to go to a basically English-speaking country, because everyone here speaks English pretty well too. The Danes really like a lot of seafood and like pork dishes, but I'm vegetarian, so I haven't tried any of those. Also, hot dogs are really popular, but they do this thing here where you can get a breakfast board and it has like 5 different things. So I've gotten them where there'll be like a smoothie bowl, bread, avocado, eggs, like 5 different mini dishes. So I've really enjoyed that. I don't really know what it's called, but it's like a Danish cultural thing. So it's actually super easy to get around Denmark. So the metro is really good. It's really nice. I think it's super easy to use. Like I've used the metros like in Chicago, New York, other cities around Europe, and Denmark is definitely the easiest and the nicest and just like cleanest, safest, all around best metro system I've literally ever used. It's great. They also have buses, and it's really easy to walk to. And most people actually bike. I have not gotten a bike, but pretty much everyone bikes. So if you're into that, it's easy to rent a bike. A lot of exchange students do that too. So the Copenhagen Business School program is like a true exchange. So I think there's 8 UW-Madison students here, but I've met a lot of people who go to other Big Ten schools like Michigan and Indiana. And then what I actually think is really nice is most of the exchange students actually come from Europe or Australia or Canada or other countries. So if you don't just want a UW-Madison 2.0, the program and is really nice. Like for instance, the people I went to dinner with, one of them's from Australia and one of them's from Slovakia. So I just get to meet a lot more people, which is personally what I wanted to get out of my abroad experience. I would say they're kind of similar in that the professors give a lecture for class every day. I think that's really similar, but my classes here are all 2.5 hours at least. So that's definitely different. It's much longer. We do get breaks, but it is a long class. And then I would say that the structure is very different here. The only thing that counts towards our grade is the exam or final project. So attendance isn't mandatory and it's just different. And so I think there's no like homework assignments or like interim projects. You sometimes will have to give like mini presentations in class, but nothing that's too high pressure and nothing counts for your like true grade, which I think is really different than in Madison. So for me, it was really hard to pack for abroad. I just like love clothes and I have a lot of clothes. So it was hard for me to narrow stuff down. And I definitely did not bring enough spring clothes because it does get cold in Denmark. It's pretty much been in the 30s, but now it's starting to get in the 50s. So it's really warm and I want to wear not sweaters, but I pretty much only brought winter clothes. So that's a bit of a struggle, but you know, I can just do some shopping. It's not that big of a deal. And also I'm glad I did this, but some of my friends didn't. I brought all my toiletries, so like my shampoo, conditioner, like deodorant, all that type of stuff with me because the stuff they sell in Europe is just much different. And I didn't want to worry about having to like find a comparable face wash. And I'm really glad I did because my friends have been trying to like get stuff from home because they don't have products that they like here. I do not have a roommate. I am in a CBS dorm building and most of the rooms in my building are just studio apartments, which is what I have. So I'm very happy. I have a mini kitchen back there. And then I just found housing through CBS. So they sent out a form. I would say the biggest struggle was I had to get up in the middle of the night to submit it because it was at 10 a.m. Danish time, which is in the middle of the night in the States. But other than that, it was pretty easy, pretty seamless, super decent accommodation for just a semester. So I think I answered all your guys' questions. So thank you for that. And if you have any more questions, feel free to DM me. I'll like leave my Instagram on here. But I'm going to pop off for the night because I have more finals tomorrow. So I need to study for my finance final and just get organized for the rest of my exams. Since it is our exam week, and despite being abroad, you still have to take tests, much to my dismay. Just kidding. I'm excited. It'll be good. So thank you so much for watching. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to DM me.